This is a very interesting way to save on shipping cost. I have never seen anything quite like this before. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven today with a figure unboxing and figure haul video. Well, this is not my actual figure haul for August, but it is still a figure unboxing video, and this time around I have something a bit different from everyone because I am running behind schedule with my actual figure haul video, but I'm planning to publish it within next week. I just needed more time, but this time around I have something different for everyone. And this would be my first bootleg anime figure video in almost 2 years, I think. Just that this time things are very different in the sense that the bootleg figures that I have checked out before this, they cost roughly $25–30 or so. This time around, I have purchased 3 bootleg anime figures that cost less than $10 each. This is basically like buying anime figures off Temu, except I bought it from Taobao. You can get genuine figures on Taobao, you can also get bootleg figures on Taobao. It is all up to you to read the fine print, read the item description carefully before you purchase, and sometimes the price of the item itself is an obvious giveaway. Anyways, we are off to a bad start over here. Look at this box over here. These are cheap, low-cost bootleg figures, so obviously the seller did not bother to pack the parcel properly, and to be fair to the seller, most bootleg anime figure collectors don't really keep the boxes of their figures, right? As long as figures are unharmed and undamaged, I wouldn't be bothered with badly dented boxes this time around. So without further ado, let's unbox this parcel right here. You know, the postman just threw the box over my front gate, did not even ring the doorbell, but that alone would not create this kind of damage. This is just poor packaging on the seller's behalf, using low quality boxes, so it is not rigid, right? Alright, what do we have over here? Oh wow, there are no... This is a very interesting way to save on shipping cost. I have never seen anything quite like this before. Yeah, I'm lazy to suspend my camera above me this time around, so let's make do with this angle over here. So this is what the box looks like when I opened it for the very first time. They have packed the figures blister part this way without any protection. And the actual box, they were all folded out at the side. What the heck? Oh wow, wow, the base fell out. Oh my god. What? Bro, wow. What the heck, man? Okay, I don't even have to do unboxing. The seller did the unboxing for me. Wow. Okay, so this is actually a bootleg, a counterfeit of Altus Fuyusaka Iori from 13 Sentinels, and I have always liked this figure, at least the genuine version, right? It is very photogenic, and the pose, stuff like that, you know, like me being an anime figure photographer, when I see a photogenic figure, I like it instantly. Anyways, this is what the box looks like. This is a very small box, but they still wanted to save more space. Okay, here we have an Asuka figure from Evangelion, and this almost looks like a prize figure box. This has to be my most unique figure unboxing so far. I've never encountered anything quite like this. Even in the past when I bought bootleg figures, this is the first time I got this kind of packaging. Alright, so this Asuka figure, we shall check her out soon. This is something that I have never seen any genuine brands make. This specific Asuka figure, it must have been a counterfeit of a particular garage kit, a GK, yes. And here, wow. What? Oh my god. This is actually a bootleg of Full Wheel's Nacho Neko. Yes, Full Wheel Phoenix scale figure. I think this is around 19 or 20,000 yen. Jeez. I suppose that my expectations was too high even for $10 figure, man. Alright, let's dump this aside. What the heck? So, once again, take a look. These figures are supposed to be brand new. Why is the plastic blister already yellowing? This is Asuka from the looks of it. Jeez. Oh, please. Please, I hope nothing is broken. Nacho Neko. And Fuyusaka Iori. Oh god. So which one shall I open first? Let's go for Nacho Neko. This must be Iori's base. So this is what the figure looks like straight out from the plastic blister. Looking fairly promising, I have to say. Let's put her together. So you see, nowadays with bootleg anime figures, they no longer pretend that they are genuine unlike in the past. Yes, they just make it clear up front. They don't even copy the genuine figure brands boxes anymore. They just optimize and use the smallest packaging, the smallest boxes possible. So which direction? Right. So what do you think about this Nacho Neko figure right here? Let me double check on the price for a second. I'm putting the screenshot on screen right here. So this Nacho Neko is 36 Chinese yuan. 36. That is, how much is that? Is that like 7 or 8 US dollars? 7 or 8 US dollars for this thing. And I have to say, I am extremely impressed because she actually has heavy shading on the paintwork on the hair. I mean, look at that. This is really impressive paintwork for $8 figure. Seriously. And okay, I spotted something over here. Yeah, to be expected of bootlegs. The skin is kind of glossy. Yeah, the hair may have weathering and shading on the paintwork, but it is kind of rough, the surface finish. I mean, this does look like a bootleg, but I wasn't expecting it to look this well made. Like, it could have been a lot worse. This could be an excellent project figure. Like, if you're trying to learn to paint an anime figure and you are unwilling to spend $200 on an unpainted garage kit, like, I mean the legit resin figures from Japan, then you can buy a bootleg like this and repaint the whole thing. If you want to practice painting, I suppose. Alright, moving on to Asuka. Let me just... Whoa. Okay, so this Asuka would be going for 58 Chinese yuan with the conversions on screen. actually the face is almost there. The face is almost there, almost. And once again, we have quite a bit of shading on the hair, quite a lot of it. But other than the face and the hair, which is kind of not bad for a $10 figure, everywhere else is just poor quality all around. Like, yeah, the school uniform here is really rough, it is really bad, but 58 Chinese yuan. I don't think I've seen this before. Yes, not among genuine PVC figures. This has to be from a garage kit. If you ask me about this figure, I think it is quite insane that they almost got it right, man. And this has to be the base for Iori, already pre-scratched by the seller. Is this actually brand new? But does not matter at this price, really. So this is the base. They did not cut corners on the base. They followed the original outer figure. And this is heavy. This is like, yeah, it is PVC, but it screams like this could have been quality stuff. This is actually quality stuff. It is a shame that I couldn't show on camera. I can only tell you guys based on what I feel touching it. There is quite a bit of weight to it. Yeah, it is still cheap PVC actually, the more I touch it. So, alright, the fitting is actually good, but one single pack is odd. The base could rotate around. Right, so okay, so I am going to put a picture of Alta's version of this figure next to it. Now, do bear in mind that this Iori figure is 48 Chinese yuan, 48, which is still under 10 US dollars. Yes, obviously a bad quality bootleg. This is not one of those, wow, this is a bootleg that feels like a genuine figure. This isn't it, but you know what? I feel like these three figures are pretty close to price figures. Yeah, the worst price figures, I don't mean Taito AMP Plus. I think Taito AMP Plus are still better than these. But this feels like those crappy Ban Presto. Yeah, Bandai's Idolmaster price figures in general are horrible, right? I think these three figures are pretty close in that regard. It reminds me of price figures, except they are knockoff of existing genuine figures. The main takeaway of today's video is that one would expect $10 figures to look like utter garbage, like looking like nothing like the anime characters or game characters they are representing. But each of these three, while they are obviously bootlegs, they are also almost price figure quality, while still being cheaper than price figures in a way. Well, actually price figures cost like 300 to 500 yen if you go to a gacha machine, and yeah, goal for one, assuming you get one on the very first try, then a price figure costs you like 500 yen. But still, this is like price figure quality, and there is potential for it to be even better. Yes. This is not the end of my bootleg video this time around. This is just part 1. I have a part 2 and hopefully part 3 coming soon as well in the coming weeks. So these are the worst 3 that I have purchased. I have another 2 bootleg figures that I've laid my eyes on and they look quite exceptional, except they don't cost like $10. They cost a bit more, but those could be worth keeping, to be honest, if they actually turn out as good as promised by the product pictures coming from the company. Yeah. Would you spend $10 on each of these? Yes, your answer would probably be no. Yeah, at least for people who watch this channel, I know that you guys highly value high quality figures, right? You won't even bother with price figures. At least that is what I noticed among those of you, a majority of you who watch my videos. So you probably won't bother with stuff like this, but I still find them to be a curiosity in some way. What are your opinions on these anime figures costing less than 10 US dollars each? How is it even possible? What do you think? What are your guesses? Let me know in the comments below. And that is all for today's figure unboxing. And until then, I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully my anime figure haul video, the actual one, will be ready next week. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.